My name is Erika Fowler. I'm from Winnipeg and I am a musician. I've always been very musical, like from a young age. I think the first thing before I could really like walk or talk, I was like singing a lot, like singing my own little songs before I could really speak English. And then I started taking choir when I was like 7 or 8. And I did that for like 10 years. So that's where I learned how to sing. And then guitar, I kind of picked up along the way. I took classical for 5 years, jazz for 2, studied with a few different people. Now I'm just doing my own thing. I would say I have a lot of influences. Growing up, I listened to a lot of my parents were really into alternative music. They were frequenters of the Winnipeg Folk Festival, so one of the main bands that I grew up listening to was like the Cat Empire. So they definitely influenced me in a lot of really basically incorporate different styles of music into, kind of the generic pop song, but it's got little flares of everything all over the place. Right now, I would say some of my really big influences, a lot of local people. We recorded our first single with Micah Visser from Boniface, and they're definitely a super big inspiration for me. And then other Winnipeg artists like Begonia, Roman Clark, the Bros Landreth, Ariel Posen for guitar. And then bigger names, big one right now is Maggie Rogers. She's got such a fantastic energy, and she's really doing this cool thing of fusing pop music with basically a traditional singer-songwriter folk song, but then amping it up. And so that's kind of where I was inspired to bring in a band and start doing more stuff like that. I was a singer-songwriter for many, many years. I started playing shows when I was 13, but I guess the original inspiration was just to kind of take my love for songs and songwriting and storytelling and just traditional, really simplistic songs, and just kind of present it in a new way where it's I guess when I want someone to come to my show, I want them to be able to feel all the things and all the emotions that they felt when they were going to my solo show, but the energy of the band, and so I want people to just feel this great emotional catharsis while they're dancing and simultaneously crying their eyes out. Marco grew up in a really big French family, and all of his siblings are musicians, and he's the littlest of I think he has 7 siblings. He's very, very talented. He plays multiple instruments himself. Super funny guy, just weird fellow. Hiked the Mantario this weekend with his girlfriend. Just was okay, let's go to the next thing. It's no shortage of energy there. So yeah, super fun to be around and feed off of his energy. And then Luke's a funny character. I've known him for 2 years, and every day I learn something new about him. It's oh, you tap dance, and you play the accordion in a polka band, and all these weird things. We share a mutual love of The Bachelor, The Bachelorette, and every Monday we text each other furiously about what's going on. Yeah, I love him. Julian, he's newer. He joined us in, I believe, October. I've played with him in a whole bunch of other bands, and then we brought him in just for a jam session, and we were all completely enamored with him immediately. He's just a very good dude overall. Great drummer, such a good drummer, and gonna make it far, I know. Yeah. Dylan is not technically an official member. He joins us for live shows, which is really nice just to kind of fill out the space. But he's slowly, you know, becoming part of the little Fowler family. I was like, I really need a guitarist, and he's my like go-to guy for all of that. He's like super talented, and he's got the coolest Ford F-150 from the 80s, and we borrowed it to shoot our music video, and it's so cool, and we're so excited about it. I guess my goal as a musician is pretty simple, just to be able to do music as like my life, you know, not have a day job and just be out there being a musician. I do it because it brings people together in a way that not a lot of other things can. Quoting Stevie Wonder, you know it, everyone's moving around when that beat hits. It's like transcendent. I don't know how to describe it, but I just like, when I'm up there and I'm playing for people and I'm like connecting with my audience and like emoting simultaneously with people, it's just like such an indescribable, beautiful feeling. It's like I never want to do anything else in my life.